Okay, until these, so because the tanks are now locked in the current battle, we will be picking another set of tanks. We'll be going with your tier 2s, with your American line going towards the tank destroyers.
Or I could get the BT2.
No. Let's do this usefully.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's
Should
Ink,
I?
if you could press ready as well.
Yeah, I'm wondering which tank to pick.
You have so many.
Pick a tank.
Yeah.
Any tank.
Okay, I'm picking M14.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we
Okay.
needed.
41.
That would be an Italian tank.
Ragazzi.
While me and Orph will be Americans.
America.
Hello.
America.
Heck yeah. Do you know that song? Kind reminder, if you do like the stream, or if you happen to see it on YouTube after the stream, feel free to follow or subscribe to see any more upcoming session of this really nice game, where we're gonna be led by Stan into absolute domination of the game.
Yes, of course. That is exactly what is going to happen. Okay, so we are going to apply the same mentality we did last time. We are going to go on the hill, which is, however, now on our right.
Right.
Now, Orph has the M2 light tank, which was a pre-World War II light tank for the Americans. I have a prototype, and Sebastian, or Ink, has a World War II Italian medium tank, which doesn't look very medium. It's rather small.
Murmu says, try not to die. Pro tip.
I'm here now. As you can see.
Who's the third guy? So I'm me. Stan is Ktistai, KT, and Ink
Ink is
Ink,
a common
basically.
friend of ours who is now helping us enjoy this session
Yeah.
by hopefully killing the enemy. I must say, Ink is playing really well tonight, so I congratulate him on that.
I would say he's playing okay. Let's not overshoot with the compliments.
It is good to encourage people.
Yeah.
At least I have a kill, so
You need to have a
that's good, right? I think that's
Yes,
that's good.
Okay, so the hill has not been contested yet. Waiting to see what pops up. Okay, we're going to go a bit higher. Don't rush it yet, because they may be slower guys coming up. I'll let you hold this. I'll go around.
I'll try and spawn.
Ink, how's it going downstairs?
There are two enemies here, which I'm trying to pick them.
Okay. Ink, it does seem like we... Yeah, come on, let's
Cool,
go.
coming.
We have a free hand here. The enemy does seem to have not cared that we are around.
Maybe something nice that we could do, that we combine your...
I have a kill, another kill.
We'll come behind them to help Ink.
Coming.
Yeah,
Oh, there's an enemy that has gotten wise to the fact that...
well,
that
if
we
my
are around.
teammate would not push me, it would be great.
Okay, almost dead, this guy. There's a lot of guys in here. We should be able to... Yes, that's the idea. Good.
They are coming, they are flanking us.
Yes, the game does not seem to go very much in our favor right now, unfortunately.
No,
Alright.
it would be great if you guys could come here.
Yeah, we can't exactly do that
It
easily
would be,
because-
wouldn't it?
Yeah, I can't penetrate that Panzer II, so that's not something I can do, and that FCM not even that much. So, fall back. Run away!
Maybe a cool thing that you could do, Stan, is whenever we...
Well, I'm immobilized, so
So,
Okay, let's go back to our base to try to help out there and sort that out, because it is clear that we can't help here that much. Oh well, wait, we can. We can. Shoots! Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have great penetration on this tank.
Who cares?
Ink is amazing, but we have to go protect our base.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
coming,
will.
coming, coming. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by Ink. Maybe a good thing that a good thing that you could do, Stan, in order to kind of tie up your experience with the game as well as your experience with tanks, is whenever we encounter a tank that we're playing or that the enemy is playing, every now and then you could give us a bit of a backstory on the tank and what was their uh, perhaps their main attribute in the history or something like that. Whatever you think is.
Okay, we can talk some history, sure.
So we could combine fun with education.
Yes, unfortunately, now we will be combining fun with losing because there's nothing we can do to save the base.
It's not losing, it's earning experience.
Earning experience, yes.
And I did some damage, so I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
Yes, you did play quite well. Congratulations. Ink
You right.
did amazing as well.
What happened to you?
We tried to flank them and we got stopped. And when we tried to turn back and help you, it was too late, unfortunately.
These are the stats. This is the damage done. KT is on the first spot. Vehicles destroyed. Experience. And
And
where
now
can you see damage taken?
Damage taken is your whole HP, your whole health pool, because you... Oh, no, you haven't died, actually.
No.
And that's a point. That's a fair point.
Nice. Okay. Moving on to BT5. Readying up.
Okay.
I got to get to train my my crew.
Sure thing. In the meantime, I'll take a moment to talk about Orph's BT5. And the BT5 is actually... So it's actually derived from an American tank. It's not totally designed by the Soviets. The basic idea is in the late 1920s, early 1930s, the Soviets tried to design their own tanks, and at some point they kind of figured out that it wasn't going that well. So they sent a lot of purchasing commissions around the world to go and buy whatever's available and is better than what they could do. And one of the things they found, they went to the United States and they found a guy called Walter Christie, who is, in the tank world, the archetype of the mad scientist.
Alright.
And yeah, Christie is most famous nowadays for the suspension you see on the BT2, which I'm hoping Orph can show you right now. Or not.
In a second. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Research. Yeah, the suspension. There you go. I think it's this
No,
one.
just show the tank. Just show the tank. Just show the tank. Don't show me the. Yeah.
There you go.
Show the tank. Okay, good. So those large wheels are characteristic of the Christie suspension, and the thing that makes Christie suspension so special is the fact that the tank can be made to run without the tracks, can be made to run just on the wheels.
That's pretty cool.
So what that did is it allowed you to move much faster in certain cases, but it decreased your off-road speed. And the basic idea is when they had to move outside of combat, they would take the tracks off, move on the roads like cars, basically. And then when you were approaching the enemy, you would stop, put the tracks back on, and run like a normal tank.
How long would it take you to put the tracks on, approximately?
The numbers I have seen from the Soviets are somewhere of the orders of half an hour.
That's not bad.
Yes, that is not bad, especially since, unlike World of Tanks, where everybody's either on their own or in a small platoon, in the real world, you would be part of a unit, which may or may not have some engineering vehicles to help you with that.
We're going right on this map, right?
Yeah, we'll be going to the right and try to kill people that come there. Ink's vehicle on Orph's left is a Japanese Type 97 Cheetah. And this is one of the first, well, not the first, but one of the first fully indigenous Japanese designs. Uh, the 97 number stands for 1937. The Japanese count the years a bit weirdly. They have a different reference point. They don't count from the birth of Christ, they count from one or the other emperor. And the bad thing is that it's a tank designed in 1937 that saw use until the end of the war. So basically, it's a tier 3 tank that also fought tier 6s and 7s in real life. So that was not very pleasant for the poor Japanese who had to crew them. Now, also the BT-5 in which Orph is in right now, it did not do very good during World War II either. The Germans had a bit of a field day destroying these, but that's a complicated subject.
I'm so happy that I'm playing it.
Yes, success.
Okay, so where should I?
Go with guys. See,
uh,
should we push them?
I think one of them was coming. Yeah, there he is. He's on the right here.
so close.
Try to convince him that that is a bad idea and that he should reconsider his life choices.
I'm trying to peek and shoot.
Oh, critical damage.
Yeah, these enemies are not very brave.
Yeah. Campers. I hate campers.
Oh well, let's flush them out. Do
nice
try not
one.
to shoot me. That would be greatly appreciated.
I did not shoot you. I shot the enemy.
Yes, but unfortunately you did end up hitting me. Okay, so now
Nope,
I am in a very bad spot. Orph, it might be an idea to take Ink and go through the lower route and
Okay.
flank them.
I'm trying.
Ink, go with him while I am keeping these guys preoccupied.
Well, Orph. Okay, I'm coming to you.
Marmo says, doing great so far. Half of the game and you're still alive.
Yeah, we're not doing bad. You have a guy looking at you, so...
Yeah, I'm tracked, and there's this guy shooting at me.
Ink
I'm here behind you.
Yeah, could you come, like, next to me?
I need to find some cover. Yep, I found.
Come on, guys. There's two of you and one of him. Shoot him.
How can he kill me?
I can't see him. What the heck?
Oh, so close.
Okay.
Well, there are two now, so I can't.
I
I'm
can't
very low.
penetrate this guy apparently, but he can penetrate me, and not in a
You
fun
should
way.
be able to penetrate him.
Ricochet.
Well, I'm 3 HP. Well, not anymore. I'm dead.
Okay, so I am to understand that your flanking maneuver, while not very successful, it has managed to allow us to push them, and we are now coming to save whoever's still left.
Yeah, hopefully.
Alive.
Ah.
So now would be a good time to try to shoot some enemies, because they will be looking at us.
Yeah, Carpaticus, we thought we had superiority, and then two more tanks popped up, and I couldn't penetrate. Well, I could only penetrate one of them, and then I was stuck, and then all of three were shooting at me, and it kind of felt like I was part of a Brazzers movie.
Okay. Well, if it helps you with anything, it has helped us turn this flank and win it. But so thanks to your sacrifice, typical Soviet sacrifice, if I may say, we have managed to win this flank. Unfortunately, the rest of our team has not been as successful, and we are currently losing a bit.
Carpaticus says, "Welcome to the world of tanks. You become an unpaid porn star." Well, I mean, the the point of this is to hopefully at some point get to being paid. We're quite a ways from that, but hey, you have to do some volunteering up until the moment where you get paid, right? And this would probably be a moment where I would shamelessly plug myself and say I could be paid, but I would need your help and you to click that follow button, because we have a target of hitting 50 followers that we are now on track of hitting, but it requires you to be a friend of ours. There you go. Good. Defeat! That's not necessarily the word that I like to read on my screen, but there you go.
Again, so this is the thing, because there's 15 players on each team. There's only so much you can do on your own. Well, then again, we are 3 players and in a platoon that coordinate with each other, so we should influence the game a bit more. But yeah.
I also I watched a video today on YouTube, and it said that platoon players get way crappier matchmaking than solo players for some reason.
That might be possible.
Man,
It's definitely
yeah.
it's definitely not impossible that wargaming is crapping us just because we're playing in a team.
I'm definitely earning experience at such a slow rate. At this rate, I'm gonna be able to unlock tier 4 in the next stream, probably.
Well, let's hope we will be able to do a bit better and help you on your way go faster.
Well, at least at the end of the day, we're here playing a game, having fun with a bunch of friends, right? So all in all,
Yeah, that's basically what matters, I think. We're having a bit of fun.
yeah,
Hopefully
we're
our
over tiered.
viewers are as well.
Yeah, hopefully. So tell us
Okay.
a little bit about the top tier in our team, KT.
The top tier in our team, there's quite a couple of them. The Panzer B2, which is, I don't see him. Oh, he's on our left. So that's actually a French tank, even though it's called a Panzer. It's the Shah B1. But after the French poo-pooed the bed a bit and got defeated by the Germans found themselves in possession of a lot of French tanks. And, well, they pressed them into service. They didn't use them for a long while. This particular vehicle was modified with a flamethrower and was briefly used on the Eastern Front, but they didn't do that well.
Right.
However, here in World of Tanks, it's a premium tank. You can't actually buy it anymore. I do have it, and I do enjoy it at times. Nice vehicle, and it has nice history.
Fun fact: Carpaticus was asking us which tree I'm planning to grind. From the Russian tanks that I'm currently playing, I'm gonna be grinding the heavy tanks, and I'm also gosh, diggity dang it!
Yeah, you may have been a bit optimistic in your placement over there.
Ooh.
Yes,
That,
so you just what you did, and I do understand because you don't know the map. But what you did, you just presented your nice little booty to the entire enemy team, and then sat there wondering why you are dying.
Yeah, exactly. Basically.
So, well, yes. There's an enemy coming up.
Yeah, no crap, Sherlock.
He is no longer happy with life choices he has made.
Yeah, he was trying to kill me. Ha! I have friends. So yeah, Carpaticus, as I was saying, we're gonna be doing the Russian heavy tank line and the American tank destroyer line.
In order to be precise, because there's a couple of them, he will be going to the IS-7 and to the T110E4, which is a fake name for the thing, but that's not a problem.
I think we're getting
Orph,
flanked.
now you can peek and actually shoot at people.
Okay, I'm trying.
So there's quite a lot of guys there who are willing to take our shells in various places of the tanks.
Man, they're so far away.
Yes, they are.
I can't see either of them.
So, while in World War II, actually with the tanks we are now fighting with, the average engagement distances were around 500 meters at most. Later in the war, this grew significantly, so...
Haha, Kensai is in our stream, by the way. Ink.
Who?
A friend of mine and Ink's.
Okay, we are now... I'm killing the flank, so no need to worry about that anymore.
Nice. Hi Kensai. I hope you're doing well, man.
Oh wow! We are winning and we have managed to stay alive!
Well,
not anymore.
scratch that! I only peeked for a second. Gosh, freaking damn
Well,
it.
the thing is that the enemy, who was well positioned, was expecting someone from our team to appear there, and you did not let them down.
Yeah, but I thought there were like a bunch of players in front of me, and I thought they would shoot at them, but well,
Apparently not.
apparently
Well,
not.
the thing is, the position they have, they don't have a lot of depression. So the depression is the angle you can lower your gun. So probably you being the farthest one back might have been why you were the one that...
Well, I can tell you that I have a bunch of depression right now. Ink, I think your girlfriend is showing on the stream. Not showing, but we can hear her. Victory! We won! My sacrifice was for my country, so that the people that live in the same land as we do could thrive. I did not die in vain. It was a patriotic sacrifice.
Yes, your sacrifice was noted, but you did manage to do absolutely no damage. So next time, again, do try not to be the forward-most guy from the team, and try not to show your big juicy ass to the entirety of the enemy team.
KT said I have a big juicy ass.
That's what you took from that.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. So motivational. Yes, MP. I think it is. And you might wanna hear that KT said that I have a big juicy ass. So yeah, I can't argue with that. Good.
Whatever makes you proud. So yeah, we're fine.
I don't think I've seen this map before. Where are we going?
I don't think I've seen it either. So this is the first time I'm on it. So basically, dealer's choice. Where would you like to go?
Right.
Right, it is.
Okay, tell us a little bit about the enemy top tier tank.
So the enemy top tier tank is the Lago. It's a Swedish medium tank prototype. Well, basically, Sweden was neutral during World War II. They didn't participate in the fighting, although they were involved economically. They supplied, for example, Sweden was very important because they supplied the ball bearings that were very useful for a lot of the equipment used in World War II. But they supplied it to both sides. But they also did their own tanks because they have a concept of, well, armed neutrality. They are neutral, they're not taking sides, but they will defend themselves and they will make you pay if you want to invade them.
Yeah, I heard that, by the way, parentheses there. I heard they are investing a bunch of money. They are like their investment in the National Defense Fund this year is going to be like 4 times what it was last year.
That is possible.
Yeah, do carry on, sorry.
Yes, and Sweden did have a local tank production, tank design industry, and it didn't do that bad. The Lago, unfortunately, did not do that good. It never reached production, but the things that they learned from it were used later on in other better tanks.
Okay.
Now, we are dominating this side, so maybe we should be a bit aggressive in order to make our enemies pay.
We have a question from the audience. Are the maps related to actually historical places, or are they just random
Yes.
creations?
So, for example, the Mannerheim. Well, I do remind me not to die while I'm speaking.
Try not to
Uh,
die, Stan.
the Mannerheim line is based on a line of fortifications in Finland. Okay, so a little known fact is the fact that in 1939, the Soviet Union invaded Finland because they decided they wanted a bunch of land, and in typical communist fashion, they just went and tried to get it. The Mannerheim line was the main line of fortifications for the Finnish. It wasn't that amazing, but it did the job, and the Soviets took amazingly heavy losses trying to beat the Finnish. So even though the Soviets had total superiority in numbers, in quality of equipment, in everything you could imagine, they took quite a beating. They won in the end, but the price for that victory was incredible. Yeah, it is kind of the modern history equivalent to Thermopylae.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah, so you win. The bad guys won, but they paid the price for it. And this is supposed to illustrate that. Of course, the war was during winter, so that is known as the Winter War, and which is why there's snow around here. And the terrain in which they fought was full of lakes. It's a place called Karelia, where most of the fighting took place.
That sounds
It's
Greek.
yeah, no, it's in southern Finland. It's actually the reason they were fighting over it is because it's very close to Leningrad, and the Soviets were kind of worried that.
What are you
Well,
doing right now?
I'm just chilling on my side. I trust my team to win the rest of the game, so there's no reason for me to worry. I'm fine.
We're not gonna focus on the fact that I was the first one to die in the game. We're just gonna focus on the fact that our World of Tanks expert here is just airing up his undergarments. He will die. Not very sure, but we're hoping that he's not gonna die.
Well, there is definitely an enemy that can see me and could shoot me, but he's much more occupied with shooting the guys that are capturing their base. Ink, now that we are back to fighting, I would appreciate a nudge.
Well, I can't because I'm in enemy base.
Oh
So,
yeah, you're capturing. Yeah, you stay there. It's a good idea. I'm fine.
You
I
could
will
ask for
protect you with my.
assistance.
I will
With your
protect you
side.
with my underpants.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yes, in World of Tanks nowadays you can roll over. It didn't used to happen.
I tried
Ink?
to roll you over with my shot, but apparently I can't. I thought it would help.
Ink tried
Come
to
on, man.
shoot him on his right side. Ah, this is too good to be true.
We did amazingly well this time. We have beaten the enemy's flank. We have won the game. Ink has killed an enemy and has captured the base. And I have managed to make a fool of myself. So this is all good.
This is the score screen with all of the damage done. I'm at 92. Or no, I'm at 0. There you go. You would expect that from the noobest member of the team.
Okay, Orpheus, this time around, okay, instead of trying to go forward and be the first one to die, stick with me. So
Okay.
stick close to me.
Okay.
Okay, maybe that will help you focus a bit better and not get killed. Also, having a friend close by is always useful.
Tell you what, Ken. Ink can stick around
Yeah.
for half an hour more. If you want, you can jump in his place. We could do that. Kensai said that he would love to play with us at some point.